Right. I mean, and where can you go? How many
Fast and Furious
movies can you make?
I know.
Like,
Hey guys, it's Phantom, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Fast X movie, Fast 10 Your Seatbelts, Fast and Furious 10, part 1 of 3. I don't know why, but if you've seen the movie and you have reached the end of the movie, then Don Toretto and his family are targeted by a vengeful son of drug kingpin Hernan Reyes. This film is a movie that was made by people at Universal, and it is another Fast and Furious movie. This is the 11th installment, with 2 more to come. And Vin Diesel is in it, and many more people are in it that we have seen before. Let's get into positives first, because I don't want to drag this on for too long. I want to get this out of the way so that I can talk about how disappointing this movie was. The action sequences, some of the action sequences were quite entertaining, particularly the ones on the bridge. On the bridge action scenes, or them ones were pretty entertaining. And the drag race scene from the trailer is even more entertaining than was in the trailer, because we see more, obviously. That was pretty entertaining. And another positive is Jason Momoa. His character was easily the best part of the movie. He brings everything into the character. It is easily his best performance ever. And every time he was on screen, he was goofy, but it was so funny and entertaining. And everything about that was amazing. And it's a shame that he wasted that performance and that character in this movie. And that's all for positives that I have. The first 20 minutes or something was as if a child wrote it. It was not funny. It was cringe, and none of the jokes landed. The interactions between Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson's character was pretty childish. Again, as if a child wrote it. And Han, he was a major downgrade than the other movies. He was so wasted. He did nothing in this movie. The cinematography on some of the action sequence was really something to look at. Talk about the action sequences on the bridge. The way they used the camera movement was amazing. And also, when they flashed back, they toned down the camera quality a bit to match that part of the thing. But otherwise, everything was just very shaky, very close up, and just wasn't very nice to look at. And that was kind of disappointing. And some of the characters that have been introduced, they honestly didn't do that much, considering that this should be a setup movie, even though it kind of is, but they should set up the characters, considering that this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. And they did nothing with most of the characters especially some of the new characters, like with Brie Larson's character. She probably had the most character development out of everybody, but again, she didn't really have that much. And that's the same with Scott Eastwood's character. His only thing in the movie is trying to move Dom and the gang along. He didn't really do that much. We know the Fast and Furious franchise to be a bit ridiculous when it comes to terms of if somebody could actually survive what is going on screen, because 9 times out of 10, everybody would die if that was the case in real life. Nobody should survive it unless you're a cat. There is only like I believe there's like 4 like proper like people know how to fight in the movie, and the rest somehow leave the scene without a scratch or somewhat of like a little pinch. They come out of their action scene, their fight scene, with just like a little scratch on the finger or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how physics could physic in this film. It the 2 helicopters that it gets attached from, and does the stuff with the helicopters. Physics. I know physics, and I know that is not possible. But somehow in this franchise it is possible. It's kind of not surprising considering that they did go to space in the last movie. I honestly can't really say that much about this film that doesn't really spoil it or is really redeeming about this, because it's honestly not that good. Yes, it has made quite a bit at the box office so far, considering that it has been out for almost 2 weeks, and I just watched it last night. But it's a Fast and Furious movie. Of course, it's going to make a lot of money. If you want to watch this, if you're a diehard Fast and Furious fan, you would probably kind of enjoy it. Yeah, if you're an average moviegoer, you would probably be disappointed in this film. Anyway, that was my review of Fast X, part 1 of 3 to come, and yeah, expect more reviews to come. I'll be watching The Idol at the end of the week. Only 1 episode, so probably in like July I'll probably give like a full review on that. I have heard some pretty negative things about the show already, but that's just critics. We'll see what the audience think, and we'll see what I think, because I'm going to watch it anyway. And yeah, anyway, that's it. See.